All right,
Yes.
perfect. I'm good. How are you?
So nice. How's everything? How's LA?
It's good. I'm actually up in Montana at the moment. We have a house out here as sort of like our vacation home. So we came up here to quarantine. So it's been really nice.
How long have you been there?
We came up about 4 weeks ago.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, it's been really great. And a lot of things.
You with your boyfriend there?
No, I'm with my whole family. My boyfriend lives in Texas. Well, he lives in LA, but he's out with his family in Texas too. So we're both away from each other with our families, but it's nice.
Aw,
How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. Just, trying to make the most of it, the situation.
Yeah,
I've been
totally.
home, obviously, for so long. The cases
Yeah.
are, going up everywhere in the world. And I have a son who's 12 years old. So it's just difficult, with kids. And how do you keep them
Totally.
home and
Yeah.
online schooling? It's a different world. I don't
It
know if
is.
it's ever new normal. I don't know if we can ever go back to the old normal.
Yeah, I know. My little brother is 12 years old and he's doing online schooling right now. And it's crazy. And to like have my parents helping him with school and then like just have him at home 24/7 is so weird to us, but it's also nice at the same time.
I know that was the joke, right? Everyone said that women want they're complaining the husbands are never home, and now they're like complaining like they're home a bit.
Exactly. It's so true. It's so true. The tables have turned.
Completely.
But yeah.
Larsen, so tell me, you learned hip hop, ballet, dance, like everything just at the age of 9. You actually started 4, but then you got your formal training at 9.
Yeah.
How does that work?
Yeah.
Is it that you always wanted to, or is it your mother who was more inclined towards you doing that?
Yeah, so my aunt and my mom grew up in gymnastics. My aunt was an Olympic gold medalist in gymnastics. And so I had that in my blood. And instead of gymnastics, they were like, let's put her in a more safe sport where she won't hurt her nose. I mean, my aunt's broken her nose, her neck, so many bones. And so they were like, let's put her in dance. And I started dancing at 4 years old and was just doing it more for the fun of it. And then at 9 years old is when I started hip hop. And that's sort of what the dance industry is all about. All the shows, TV, backup with artists, it's mostly hip hop. So I started training a lot in that. And then I started going to Millennium Dance Complex. It's a big studio out in Los Angeles. And I started meeting a lot of the big choreographers. I started assisting them. And then that sort of just led to TV and working with them, a lot of commercial work. And then I started dancing a lot with artists. I did with Katy Perry, Sia, Thorns, and then I played Pink in her music video. So it's been so amazing and such an amazing ride. And then I now have kind of moved more into the modeling space.
Yeah.
And I've been doing that the last 5 years. And, I've always loved fashion. My mom owned a clothing store when I was younger, so it felt so normal to me. But yeah, it's been awesome. And now what I can do is fuse everything I love to do, which is dance, modeling, and fashion, and bring them all together. And on every shoot I'm on, like my Tommy Hilfiger campaign recently, they're like, dance, fashion, modeling, do it all. And so it's cool to be able to incorporate them all together. And it's been really awesome.
You kind of are really good at everything. I mean, the world noticed you in Sia's video, The Greatest.
Yes.
Then you choreographed Run the World, right? And then you got like over 4 million views on that. No, you got 8 million views on that. And then the one before that was 4 million views. I mean, that's incredible at such a young age to have that achievement. You are already fashion sweetheart. You opened Missoni's show last year. Tell me about that. I mean, that feels so good.
Yeah, no, it's been amazing. I've been building a strong relationship with Missoni for a really long time. The whole family is they're such incredible people, and Missoni's, just a very young, hip brand. And so they were showcasing a collection in Los Angeles. And so they took over Pink's Hot Dogs and set up a bus. So all the models, we came from a bus, and all of the people were already at the place. And then I opened the show dancing, and it was funny because they were looking through the whole collection and they're like, all right, Larsen, find the outfit that you can dance the best in. And I'm like, well, all of your clothes are sort of made for dancing, and you know, they're bright and fun and hip. But it was a blast. I had so much fun. And then we all ate hot dogs after, and it was a cool experience.
Do you enjoy, given a choice, between fashion and dance, what if you had to pick, what is it that you would call your favorite?
Oh goodness. I think now where I'm at right now, probably fashion, because that's where I'm spending most of my time in, and being able to travel and do all of that and then work with such incredible designers has just been a dream, and I'm so grateful and thankful for that. And then even with dance, it's like, even if I'm not dancing as much, it's a part of who I am, and I know I can just pull out a move whenever I want. It's like in my blood as a dancer, for doing it for so long. So yeah, that's a hard question, but probably fashion.
That's possible as well because of your background and your body language when you're modeling or doing campaigns, like how you had Marc Jacobs, you know, it was Daisy, right?
Yeah.
And it's just the whole body language is so artistic, I feel, the way you express.
Thank you so much. Yeah, and I'm really thankful that I started off with dance, because the way that it's helped me in the modeling space and even in acting as well, it's like, it's all forms of expression, and having movement as part of who I am just made modeling 10 times easier. It made me more comfortable in front of the camera, and yeah, no, dance has helped a lot.
Where do you see yourself in the future? Say like even a year from now, what are your future plans?
Oh goodness, my future plans. I'm really enjoying acting right now. I've been spending a lot of time in that. I worked on 2 feature films last year, and I kind of got the acting bug, and so probably working more in acting would be the dream. And so I'm in acting class and training and focusing a lot of my time on that at the moment. So hopefully, you know, doing another movie or something like that would be amazing.
Would you tell us some crazy 2 fun facts about you that your fans don't know?
Yeah, crazy 2 fun facts. Oh my goodness. I actually started playing soccer before I did anything, and at the age of 9, when I started kind of getting more into the dance industry, I had to choose between soccer or dance, because I was so involved in soccer, but I also love dance, so I had to make the choice. And I chose dance, which I'm very happy I did, but I would be playing soccer right now. Yeah, I know, but I'm like, I would be playing soccer right now had I chosen that. And another fact, oh goodness, facts about myself. Oh, I love to sing. I'm working on music at the moment, which is kind of been in the talks a little bit, but some people probably don't know, but I love to sing. I've always, you know, I've been the girl who sings in my shower 24/7, and it's outrageous. And I hear people outside of the door being like, stop singing, but I love it. And so I'm working right now with an artist development crew that's working on my music, but it's been put sort of to a stop right now because of everything going on. But hopefully soon I can get back into the studio and finish the songs we have. So I'm really excited about that.
Well, are we lucky enough to hear you sing maybe a line or 2 of any of
your songs? Goodness. If I had warmed up, I'd say yes. But with my music especially, I'm just trying to put up a positive message and, you know, tell girls that they're beautiful and they don't have to change anything about themselves. And especially for me, I grew up very insecure about my red hair and freckles, and I've learned to love myself from being in the modeling industry and accepting beauty in different ways. So with anything I wanted to do with music, it was all about sharing the message that I'm passionate about and telling young girls to be themselves.
That was actually going to be my next question, that, you know, being in the modeling industry, did you go through, you know, body pressure, or, you know, you have to conform to the norms and you have to look a certain way? Can you tell us and the girls about it?
Yeah, totally. So when I started at 14, and sort of the thing for me was I was always too short. So I'm 5'7", and so runway is hard for me, but print, it's different. They accept, you know, they allow 5'7" girls, but you know, it was the pressure of always going into castings and them sort of looking at me, and one saying, you know, she's not 5'10", and the second one, she's not the perfect measurements. You know, I'm not the perfect like tall, skinny model. And so the weight was always sort of a thing where they'd be like, oh, she may be too not our type. She has a dancer's body, you know what I mean? So definitely I face a lot of that, but I think from growing up in dance and facing lots of rejection in that and in modeling, it allowed me to get very tough skin. And I think going into these castings and such, I just never let it get to my head. And I know at the end of the day that I was made the way I was supposed to be, and I accept who I am, and I love who I am and my body and everything about myself. So I always like stood with my chin up and, you know, didn't let any of the negative feedback or comments get to me, because I know my worth and I'm thankful for the way I look and who I am. So definitely there's pressures and you face lots of rejection, but it's all about having tough skin and knowing you're beautiful.
Yeah. And now makeup artists are like teaching us how to paint freckles on our face, which
I know
it's a trend now.
Crazy.
Talking about it.
Yeah. And my mom was even saying that, she was like, Larsen, you were so insecure about your freckles, and now like people draw freckles on their faces. And I'm like, it's crazy. Like, it used to be a weird thing, but no, it's funny.
Are there 3 things in your closet that you can't live without?
Yes, I can't live without a black blazer. I have one on. I wear them all the time. They're such a statement piece. I can't live without, obviously, my shop redone denim jeans. Those are like my favorite jeans ever. Or my Levi's, anything like that. And third thing would probably have to be like maybe a turtleneck or something, because that's also just a signature piece that I think you need in your closet. And anything shoes. I'm obsessed with shoes. I have a really bad addiction to them. It's really bad.
Dangerous addiction to have.
I
I'm
know.
slowly moving my husband out of all the closet space.
That's what happened to my mom. She's taken up the whole closet in her house. And I'm like, Mom, you've got to give my dad some room. Like, my dad's over there with nothing and she's taken over everything. But, you know, it's girls. We got to.
Oh my God, totally. I did the biggest mistake of getting my husband into like loving shoes. So we're kind of fighting over space now, who has like more shoes. I loved your video with your boyfriend of where he's doing your makeup. Can you tell me a bit about that?
Oh my goodness. So I've been wanting to do that video with him forever. And so when he came up here about 3 weeks ago, I was like, all right, you've seen me sort of do my everyday makeup routine a lot, so you should have some sort of idea of what I do. And he's like, yeah, I think I got it. And then we go on the couch and he wanted to put like 2 different things of concealer on my face. And I'm like, you only really need one. And decided to do red eyeshadow on me. And then I did this look for the Daily Front Row Fashion Awards where I did sort of like a cat eye type thing. And Joe Baker, the makeup artist, did it. And she's a pro. And then he tried to mock her look. And it just turned out outrageous. I had like black all over here, under my eye, but I just took it in and was like, you know what, I'll accept it. You did your best. You know, guys think makeup is easy, but it's a lot harder than it looks.
Well, he's not going to complain now. Next time you take like forever to get ready when you guys are stepping.
I know. It's so true. I know, he's always telling me to hurry up, and I'm like, you don't understand the process for us girls. Like, we got to get ready, we got to do our makeup, you got to take time, be pristine. Oh, it's funny.
I know you're lucky enough, and so am I, that we're staying with our family. We have people to look after us and, you know, company and to talk to. But there are a lot of people who are stuck home alone in this difficult time. And we are facing super challenging times right now. Do you have any tips for, you know, your fans on how to stay sane and anything?
Yeah. So it's, you know, everything that's going on right now, you know, is heartbreaking. And when stuff was going on in Italy, my heart was breaking. I've spent lots of time out there for modeling, and a lot of my friends were affected by COVID-19. And so it's been a really hard situation. And, you know, I'm lucky to be with my family and to be close with them and, you know, keep ourselves busy by playing board games and just enjoying quality time. But, you know, some people are left alone. And I think, you know, reading books is something that's really helped me. I've been getting these inspirational books that I can read that are helping me with, you know, whether it be anxiety or depression or sadness or loneliness, you know, or reading books, or, you know, just if you can, you know, thankfully here in Montana, I can go outside and I can take a walk, but I know some people around the world can't right now. But walking is something that really helps me stay sane, just to get outside and at least get some bit of sun. But, you know, I just want to let everybody know that I'm praying for you and I'm sending so much love to every single person. And if there's anything that I can do to help any of you, and that's what I've been trying to do, is interact with my supporters and have them DM me, for some that are alone or just want to talk. And I just answer every DM and I'm talking with them and asking them how they're doing and how I can help them. But I think now is a time that we should all be coming together and supporting one another and loving one another, you know. Take politics and all of the stuff that we may not agree on around the world, but, you know, all have sort of this childlike love for one another where we can come together in this difficult time, I think is really important.
Absolutely. Is there any charity that is close to your heart? Because I would love to ask our viewers to open up their heart and, you know, do the best they can to support.
Yeah, I'm really involved with Charity Water by Scott Harrison. So Charity Water brings clean water to every person on the planet by building wells in different parts of, you know, wherever they need it. And it, you know, gives people enough water to feed a whole community, or times two. So I'm very involved with them. And, you know, I think water is something that we all take for granted, and we think it's, you know, just something that comes easily. But, you know, there's millions of people around the world who don't have access to it and that are facing the difficulties of not having clean water and having difficult things happen to the insides of their body or on their face, and tumors and such like that we don't even know about. So I'm all about bringing awareness to that and bringing clean water to every person on the planet.
Thank you so much, Larsen. I think as such a young person, you're like beautiful inside out. You are such a level-headed person and such an inspiration to most women, I feel, your age and who aspire to be like you.
Thank you so much. That means so much. I was so happy to talk to you. I was like, yay!
Oh my God, same here. When Mikal told me, I was like, yes, I like really love her. Like, oh my God, she's so cute. And
I'm so excited.
Watching your, there was a dedication or something you did for Stranger Things. We love that.
Yeah. Thank you so much. No, it was so fun. We're like, why not make a story and a dance video all about Stranger Things?
Well, I can't wait to see you in Dubai, God willing, inshallah, very soon, when all this gets over. And
I would love that.
Chat with you properly. Stay home, stay safe. Big kiss to your family. And
you too.
Thank you. And
sending so much love to you.
Thank you so much for coming on in the House of Barkha. Thank you, Larsen.
Of course. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.